in the book of Joshua, chapter 9 in King James Version. And it came to pass, when all the kings which were on this side Jordan, in the hills and in the valleys, and in all the coast of the great sea, over against Lebanon, the Hittites and the Amorite, the Canaanite, the Perizzite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite heard thereof, that they gathered themselves together to fight with Joshua and with Israel with one accord. And when the inhabitants of Gibeon heard what Joshua had done unto Jericho and to Ai, they did work willily, and went and made as if they had been ambassadors, and took old sacks upon their mules, and wine bottles old and rent, and bound up, and old shoes, and clouded upon their feet, and old garments upon them, and all the bread of their provision was dry and moldy. And they went to Joshua unto the camp at Gilgal, and said unto him and to the men of Israel, We be come from a far country, now therefore make ye a league with us. And the men of Israel said unto the Hivites, Peradventure ye dwell among us, and how shall we make a league with you? And they said unto Joshua, We are thy servants. And Joshua said unto them, Who are ye, and from whence come ye? And they said unto him, From a very far country thy servants are come, because of the name of the Lord thy God, for we have heard the fame of him, and all that he did in Egypt, and all that he did to the two kings of the Amorites that were beyond Jordan, to Sihon king of Heshbon, and to Og king of Bashan, which was at Ashtaroth. Wherefore our elders and all the inhabitants of our country spake to us, saying, Take victuals with you for the journey to go to meet them, and say unto them, We are your servants, therefore now make ye a league with us. This our bread we took hot for our provision out of our houses on the day we came forth to go unto you. But now, behold, it is dry, and it is moldy. And these bottles of wine which we filled were new, and behold, they be rent. And these our garments and our shoes and are become old by reason of the very long journey. And the men took of their victuals, and asked not counsel at the mouth of the Lord. And Joshua made peace with them, and made a league with them, and let them live. And the princes of the congregation sware unto them. And it came to pass at the end of 3 days, after they had made a league with them, that they heard that they were their neighbors, and that they dwelt among them. And the children of Israel journeyed and came unto their cities, and on the 3rd day, now their cities were Gibeon, and Shephirah, and Beeroth, and Kirjath Jearim. And the children of Israel smote them not, because the princes of the congregation had sworn unto them by the Lord God of Israel. And all the congregation murmured against the princes. But all the princes said unto all the congregation, We have sworn unto them by the Lord God of Israel. Now therefore we may not touch them. This we will do to them. We will even let them live, lest wrath be upon us, because of the oath which we swear unto them. And the princes said unto them, Let them live, but let them be hewers of wood and drawers of water unto all the congregation, as the princes had promised them. And Joshua called for them, and he spake unto them, saying, Wherefore have ye beguiled us, saying, We are very, very far from you, when ye dwell among us? Now therefore ye are cursed, and there shall none of you be freed from being bondmen and hewers of wood and drawers of water for the house of my God. And they answered Joshua and said, Because it was certainly told thy servants how that the Lord thy God commanded his servant Moses to give you all the land, and to destroy all the inhabitants of the land from before you. Therefore we were sore afraid of our lives because of you, and have done this thing. And now, behold, we are in thine hand, as it seemeth good and right unto thee to do unto us, do. And so did he unto them, and delivered them out of the hand of the children of Israel, that they slew them not. And Joshua made them that day hewers of wood and drawers of water for the congregation, and for the altar of the Lord, even unto this day, in the place which he should choose. Okay, so there's a lot of things here, and once again, continuing on with things that we hold on to, things that we want to prevent us from moving forward, here's something that just happened. Listen to this. In verse 14, and the men took of their victuals and asked not counsel at the mouth of the Lord. So this group of people that lived in the Canaanite area, that these Hivites had came, that lived in these cities, but heard of everything that was going on with Israel. So they knew that their time was up, but they took it upon themselves to scheme and plot and plan, you know, part of wickedness, right? And they went and they were able to trick Israel. They were able to trick the leaders of Israel and Joshua, because what? In verse 14, and the men took of their victuals and asked not counsel at the mouth of the Lord. Had they asked the Lord who these people were and what they were come to do, the Lord would have revealed to them, but they did not ask. They took control back to themselves and decided, we're going to believe what these people have said to us, and we'll see what happens. They are going to be part of those thorns and thistles. They're going to be a test to the people of Israel, because those people still are going to worship their own, they're going to do their own thing and do wickedness and sin, and unfortunately it's going to become a thorn and a thistle to Israel. So we too, bringing past to present, when we release those things, we're not to ask for them back, we're not to grab them back, we're not to take hold of them back. Those sinful things that we did in our past, we're to release them and not want to do those things again, so that we can continue being strengthened in our journey. Not to say that it's humanistically possible for those things, those temptations, man, the devil is there and we can be tempted again, and sometimes we can stumble and repeat something that we have left in the past. Rely on the Lord, take it to the Lord, just like Joshua, just like the people of Israel. Take it to the Lord and allow the Lord to continue to nurture us and heal us and have us to grow in the Spirit. Before we go on to the last chapter for today, what kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind when we read over this? How does it make you feel and what does it make you think?